How's it going, all you beautiful people? My name is GC Dragon, and welcome back to more Azur Lane. The game that'll make my parents judge what I'm really doing with my college funds. I'm just kidding, They don't give me college funds. Me when playing Civilization 5 be like, curse the fact that I'm not gonna get these because it's the 31st right now and the ends of the 2nd. Well, I could have just chosen to play this game earlier in the month, but no! Anyway, hi, I'm back. This has been complicated. Welcome! Before I get into anything, I should show off a bit of the main menu. First of all, this button over here. This is kind of where you can get, oil and coins. Both of these are what an army's built off of, more so than normal. There's even daily missions for collecting oil and coins. These actually go above the maximum limit. As you can see here, I have 1250 oil, while the max is 1200. I don't have the maximum amount of coins, as I never will, given my addiction to summoning. I have a bit of a, gambling problem, for those of you who don't know. Oh yeah, there's a rage cage right over my shoulder. Also, if you like tap them when they're on the menu, you can get little animations since they're live 2D. You can't. Yeah, not all of them are live 2D. Some of them are. Some have skins that are live 2D. It's nice to just figure out which one's which. I have mementos. These are for collecting ships a lot. I went for the Portland class because I got Portland that episode in Indianapolis just from logging in. I'll talk about them in a little bit. Then there's a lot of these for ships I don't have, as you can see. I've completed a lot of these on my main file. Not 2 anymore, just because I have terrible luck. Also, good god, 473 ships, max. And this is just, oh yeah, updates. I'm not worried about these, because they don't really mean much, and HQ, Academy. This is the feature I use the least, but I should probably use more. Actually, I can actually upgrade these right now for minimal coins, I might as well. Why, you may ask? It's very simple, because I'm going to let Hammond demonstrate here, because she actually has a pretty impressive skill. Flagship cover. When the ship is afloat, decrease the damage your flagship takes by 15%. I don't give enough Hammond enough credit for this, because it's actually a very good skill. The flagship, if I go into more formation, is the ship in the yellow box that kind of says flag over here. This ship, if it gets defeated, is an instant game over. A harsh lesson, but an effective one. I've got to kind of go outside my element for this, because I usually have 2 carriers and a battleship, but now I have now I have a carrier and 2 battleships. I'd hope if I could enunciate a little bit more, but screw that. And over in the top of the screen, you can see stats. Firepower is the average firepower of your fleet. Torpedoes is the average torpedo damage. Anti-air is your average anti-air. AV is like your air value. How do I say that? The value of your aircraft, more or less. Man, I should really write a script, shouldn't I? ACV is your air control value. It'll never be good if you have only 1 carrier. And cost is how much oil you need to deploy for each battle. I mean, I am American by nature, so I need a lot of oil. Apparently she found that joke hilarious. There's a lot of daily missions, mainly for like events and whatnot, but also just claim victory for an A rank or higher, claim victory 3 times, destroy 50 enemy ships, destroy 3 enemy flagship. It's basics that can kind of get you going and give you an agenda to log in for the day. I'm not touching on these events because you'll be gone in 2 days anyway, and I'll never be high enough level to experience them. So right now, we're just going to go into battle. Last time we completed Chapter 1-1, it beat the crap out of Hornets. By the way, this lethal, if it's lower than that, you can get some damage reduction going. And now 1-2. Tora. Report, our home base is being bombed by an unknown fleet. Commander, we need you on defense. Defense was the only thing I was good at back in school. Sister. Sister, where are you? Sister, the sea. It's burning. Sister, I'm sorry. I couldn't protect them. If hell exists, this must be what it feels like. May you guide us to a future in which these sacrifices welcome your compassion. At least, take this child's soul and give us the courage to fight back. This damn war started again. Chapter 1, Pearl's Tears. I guess... What? Yes, it is. And with Arizona just getting killed immediately, that is reference to Pearl Harbor. A telegraph reported a bombardment in our port. Arizona, California, West Virginia, and Oklahoma were heavily damaged. Our headquarters ordered us to hold the outer defense as long as possible. No enemy ship shall pass! Commander, it's on you. Don't put responsibility on me, guys. That's rude. Anyway, you can see, like, no defense up because threat lethal. I have full ammo, as you can see with the 5 out of 5, so I deal 10% increased damage. And this is my formation. Single line assault has 15% increased firepower and torpedo, but 10% reduced evasion. You can change this to double line advance, which increases my evasion by 30% and reduces torpedo and firepower by 5%. Or circular defense, which, let this go away, has 20% increased anti-air, but no buff to anything else. I will usually do circular because I feel like anti-air is incredibly important compared to everything else. Maybe because aircraft scare the crap out of me. Anyway, let's go in to battle. I wonder if we'll get demonetized for these loading screens, because there are bits on the looter side. Yeah, the other thing, I'm not monetized yet, so we can't get demonetized. It's still Ultimate Life Hack YouTube, come at me. Honestly, outside of circular formation, I think the best is probably double line because, like, 5% less firepower won't really matter in the long run, given how easy it is to buff your firepower for a long time. I'm not really going to talk about that because it's another ship that I have really nothing to talk about. Also, we'll be skipping over the MVP quotes a bit because, oh boy, they get grading. As you can see, there's a shiny spot with a question mark, and as we all know, shiny is good. I found coins. Cool. Airstrike. The airstrikes will occasionally happen if your air control value is really low, which mine is right now because I only have one carrier who is a very low level. But you can sometimes get vibe checked by your planes and lose some HP. How much did I just date my video by referencing vibe checks? Well, we'll be relevant in 3 years now, will it? I will usually try and make jokes I'm going to be proud of over time. It seems I'm never proud of myself. You know, the movement of this game is unusually fluid with WASD. It's almost like it was meant to be played on a high-end device, and not just a standard PC. Could you imagine? Or not just a standard phone. Could you imagine that? Really, I'm not having any of the lag spikes that I have on mobile, so it's fine right now. Could you please fire more accurately? For the love of all, you like missed like 3 times in a row. That was annoying. I suppose you should go over some other skills later. Enemy flagship at starboard. Analyzing ship model unknown. Open fire. Enemy flagships open fire. Counterattack now. Tone. Well, I guess we're setting the tone for this battle, aren't we? But the fact that that rage gauge isn't groaning at that joke shows it wasn't bad enough. Also, how did I totally miss that calibration shot from? Up. There we go. That's a tip shot. Our perimeter defense established. It's turned to manage to escape. From their gear, ranged their warship is cover for their fleets. Might be an even bigger division assembling a distance. Let's give Rhodas a good chase. Hope we'll have enough ammo. And I got... Once again, I'm not really going to talk about too many of these ships unless I have something actually interesting to say. Like, I'm not just going to say, oh, this ship's bad, or oh, this ship's good. I want to have a bit more insightful commentary than that. Yeah, that's kind of the person I am. Hey, I actually get something for getting to level 5. 2 quick finishers and 2 tier 2 Eagle Union tech packs, which have a chance of containing rare gear, but a bigger chance of containing common. You can craft 5 to obtain a tier 3, which is really nice to do sometimes. Now in terms of missions, there's a lot of them I just completed. From completing 1-2, claiming victory 1 time on an A rank, and also 3 times. That's a lot. So I get a bunch of coins and also cubes. And you know what that means? If I got cubes, it's time to build. Now I'm actually going to build one on the event because I feel like it, and these ships won't be around forever. It'll be like 7 years before they come back because this game likes to mess with you a little bit. So let's go for it. That is probably not something good, but I'm going to use a quick finisher anyway because I want to get results and I don't want to record for 4 hours. Once again, I don't like to say negative things about ships, but Nevada isn't my favorites. And let's do one build on, actually on Special. I feel something special from Special today. Sometimes gut instincts can be wrong. Hi, Suffolk. You'll recognize her from the tutorial and how often you get her these days. And I just got one more cube, which I'm actually going to spend on building a light ship. That's really the only option I have. And one more quick finisher. Because yay! Man, my luck has been bad this past couple of episodes. I mean, it's never good. Because good luck is just a foreign concept at the moment. Oh, I actually got an autoloader, +6. This increases your reload and firepower a little bit, and those will get into a little bit later. I don't think I've been recording for an awful long time. Yeah, 12 minutes. Guess I should show a couple more things off while I'm here, shouldn't I? I like how the game calls them ship girls. Usually I just think of that as terminology the fanbase uses, but no, it's officially acknowledged by the game. Man, I gotta talk about a few of the girls in my fleet a little bit more. First of all, of course, with Hammond. As you can obviously guess, she's a tsundere. She's one of them tsundere types. Could you not get me demonetized before I even have a chance to get monetized? I can't edit to censor that out. Anyway, she's a light cruiser with fairly balanced stats around the board, but pretty good speed, which correlates to evasion. Of course, no AVI, because she doesn't have a plane. Be funny if it did, though. Anyway, her skills are flagship cover, which I mentioned, which at level 10 reduces the damage your flagship takes by 25%. Although it's only as long as Hammond's afloat, so don't get her sank. And also, once I load break her, she gets all-out assault, which fires a volley every couple of times she fires her guns. I've got no good... I mean, I don't exactly dislike Hammond, even despite my predisposed disliking for tsunderes. But even that won't, respect me for the fact that Hammond's kind of cute. Well, anyway, let's go back into battle, because there's a few things I want to do. As you can see, I've only 2-starred these, because I need to fleet a few more escort fleets, as they're called. I'm going to spend some time 3-starring those, because those gives you more rewards. Yeah, because I don't want to make too much more story progress other than 1 chapter per episode. Unfortunately, I actually have to do this one multiple times, because... Actually, no, I won't. You can just choose to say screw evading fleets, even though my chance is 91, just say attack. I'm doing that for the sake of just killing all the escort fleet so I can get to 3 stars a little bit quicker, because 3 stars actually gives you some pretty nice rewards. So always go back and 3-star missions retroactively. Or if you have the resources to 3-star them right off the bat, that is also something that works. All three of the starters are a lot of fun. There's technically a fourth, but I won't go into them right now because, I can't get them at the moment. Once I can get them, I will talk in depth about them because the one you can't get just so happens to be my favorite. Ugh. Although I do feel like that happens a lot. A lot of my favorite ships also do happen to be higher rarity, so getting them is a little bit hard. Ooh, press it. And she's kind of cute, but once again, common, 1 star, only really worked well for the early game. I think I'll have to dismiss it a third time, unfortunately, because ambush fleets don't count towards defeating the escort fleets, which I guess makes sense in hindsight. I just never really figured that out because I don't often get ambushed, and even when I do, I complain very loudly. Because hey, if you dodge 91%, if you get hit by 91%, that's bullcrap. What is this, Fire Emblem? No. It's a game where RNG is meant to be nice to— oh, who am I kidding? RNG will never be nice to you in these kinds of games. Also, we see how Hornet's laying down a lot of fire right now, even though carriers don't really have any guns instead of anti-air guns. Bang. Fortunately, it's really easy to get bullseyes with your battleship gun. How did I whiff that? It's really easy to get bullseyes, I say, as I completely whiffed. Is that just so impressive of me that I absolutely messed up that shot? Ugh. Whatever, it doesn't really matter to me. I've got to do that one more time to get one more battle in. Am I doing oil? Okay, 1352 out of 1500. That's okay. Do I just automatically get ambushed every time I go there? I'm going to evade, so I don't really need to fight it, and go in to fight this ship again. It's also nice to get some EXP on my ships, just going through some random battles. Also, I really do like these loading screens because a lot of the art is actually sent in by fans. And the devs of this game, Yoast are Limited, actually include it if they really like it. Of course, this did get them in a little bit of hot water one time as they showed some art that was very well, not exactly very NSFW, but it was skirting that line. And from there, well, you can guess what happened next. By the way, it's a nice way to give some character to the characters. And some of it is very nice and event exclusive. Okay, let's hope this goes a little bit better than last time, where I totally whiffed the heck out of my battleship's calibration. Which, by the way, I've never really whiffed that hard before. Usually I'm a fairly decent shot, except when the game just decides, oh hey, you don't get to give me a good shot at once. Alright, fire! Oh, nice shots. Ah, that's so much better. And? Yeah, your starter ships usually have like a little bit better firepower than your other ships, so you get MVP a lot. And since I've got 3 stars here, I get gems, which are kind of the premium currency for this game. You can buy it or earn it for missions. And speaking of buying it, let's take a look at the shop for a second. Wrong area. That's for like skins and whatnot, which I'll get into later once it's actually relevant, but this is where you can buy crap for either gems or money, and deal with the worst cat in the world. She does not care about you. She simply wants to make you suffer and drain your wallet so that you will give all of your hard-earned cash spent over weeks of work to her. Ugh. Hand over all your worldly possessions to Akashi over here and you'll get absolutely nothing in return. Yeah, I could buy, like, items and crap for gems. Including promise rings. Don't do it, trust me there. Also, 15,000 coins, identity changer, which allows you to change your name in-game. depot expansion, and dock expansion, so you can have either more ships or more gear, a bunch of wisdom cubes, quick finishers, or coins. Don't do any of these, but in my opinion, the best deal is wisdom cubes, because you're always going to want more of those if you're a gambler like me. Well, for now, let's well, I don't feel like we 3-star this time, but let's get to work on 1-2. Give these guys the 1-2 if you catch my drift. Also, yeah, right now, I suppose I should talk about what's going on in terms of events right now, as the time I'm playing this for posterity, for, like, a historian's sake. As of right now, it is August 31st, 2020, towards the end of the events for both the game's 2nd anniversary and the event Scarso of Iron and Blood. So now we've caught ourselves up on the timeline of where I am at the moment. I mean, I do feel that. Like to sleep, daydream, and eat popsicles. And they often have this more rage cages MO than my own. The dorm is now unlocked. Hey, I guess I leveled up. HQ. Dorm. It looks a bit rough around the edges. That's an understatement. It looks like my college dorm. This dorm is where girls can have some rest, get their moods boosted, and earn EXP. Up to have the required supplies, however. Decorations will increase the comfort level of your dorm. It is right now flat 0 because it looks like a bomb went off in here. I purchased decorations with decor tokens in the furniture shop. Use badge to rearrange. And supplies, hit this. It is used for a wide variety of high-level snacks with EXP buff effects. How about some Oxycola? Close the supplies menu. I need to find someone that needs rest, which is equivalent to the dorm. Right now. Wow, how dare you, game! The audacity! How dare you accuse me of such a thing? I am a good man with good morals and a good upstanding. I would not try something as you imply. I resent your implication strongly, whoever you are. Whatever. But yeah, this is actually where they can restore their morale and gain EXP. It's always nice to throw 1 or 2 of them in there, just for the sake of it. I'm actually going to throw Indianapolis in here, because I might use her later, who knows. After that, you get a bit of secret coolants, which you probably should drink, and some decor tokens, which you'll be able to use to buy furniture and stuff. I'll show off how good I am at designing stuff later. But well, not exactly great at designing things, but I'm better than mediocre. And the offhand, and sometimes it's all you need in life, eh? To be better than bad. That's my view on it. Always be better than below average. Oh jeez, that was a lot more fire than I expected, like 3 seconds. You can, like, dodge torpedoes if you get hit by them with your ship's evasion, but I would still recommend not running into torpedoes because it's not exactly the most effective strategy. Also, I've been skipping over Javelin's MVP quote because if you guys like it, you're going to get to hear it a lot. It doesn't particularly annoy me or anything. I think it's absolutely adorable, but it doesn't change the fact that it will get repetitive eventually. Although in terms of repetitive voice lines, thankfully this group doesn't seem to talk that much, but there's some ships where all of them have voice lines at the start of a battle because they all have skills to activate and whatnot. And when that happens, oh my god, it becomes like a cacophony of hell for like 5 seconds. Don't play this game with the volume really high or else you'll get absolutely deafened. And get some fire. Why are you doing that? Sometimes has this weird glitch where when you're targeting, it will force you up to the front of the line to usually whiff. But if you pause the game, that usually goes away. I figured that one out just by hitting random buttons on my phone. I think I have to go through this one more time because I need to defeat one more escort fleet for 3 stars. Although I do want to try something because how long have we been going now? Alright, 25 minutes. That's a long time. Man, this took a lot longer than I thought it would. I don't really keep track of time when I'm playing these games, even though I have like 20 clocks around me. Anyway, it's just to get this stuff. That ship I just destroyed are like kamikaze ships, so it's super annoying, so they usually rush your back line at the exact moment when your front line is going up to deal with something else. It just drives me insane when I'm trying to move around and trying to be tactical, and then a kamikaze ship goes, Neum! And rams my back line. It's just so frustrating sometimes. I'm gonna try and retreat for now. And do I still have 3 stars? Yes, I do. It's called a tactical retreat. Look it up. Thank you. And I got, first of all, that reward for collecting 10 victories, and 3 stars 1-2. For Universal Bullet. The whole point of them is to limit break your ships to make them stronger. They have garbage actual combat stats, and only have one purpose in life: to be sacrificed for the greater cause. So they are, at the end of the day, engineers. Well, today we have gathered a few more ships from my fleets, completed some story, and talked about a few more gameplay elements. I believe I was successful, so if you like this and really want to stick around, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Race Dragon, signing off!